Hey guys, welcome back. Today I wanted to film a different type of video for you guys. I've never filmed a video like this on my channel, but I have discovered different makeup tricks over the years. And if you have been a follower of mine or like a subscriber of mine for a while, you may know a lot of these makeup tricks that I'm going to share with you guys today. But I thought that it would be super interesting and helpful to compile all of my makeup tricks into one concise video for you guys. So I have 8 makeup tricks that I want to share with you guys today. I hope that you all are having an awesome day. I'm actually filming this video on Sunday, so this past Sunday was when I filmed this, but I hope that you're having an awesome Friday and that you are excited for the weekend. Fill in your eyebrows before you pluck them. So the reason why I do this is so I don't overpluck my eyebrows. So if you have a hard time if you have a hard time overplucking your eyebrows, I highly recommend that you do this because it will keep you from overplucking them. Also, if you get really lazy like I do sometimes and just don't feel like plucking your eyebrows and they get kind of out of shape, if you fill them in first, like the shape that you want your eyebrows to be, and then pluck them, it will like give you a guideline on where to exactly pluck your eyebrows. So that is my first makeup trick. I actually saw this trick done on Oprah once a long time ago, like whenever I was in high school. She did an episode where she showed a bunch of different like beauty tricks and stuff. I don't even remember all the ones that she showed, but for some reason this makeup trick stood out to me. So I know that the trick probably looks a little perverted, but you just take your index finger and you stick it in the center of your mouth like you were using it as a straw, and then you just pull your finger out and it will get the excess lipstick or lip gloss or whatever you have on your lips. If you've got any on the inside of your mouth, it will rub off onto your finger, which will keep lipstick from getting onto your teeth. And yeah, so that's my second trick, is to apply your mascara to your upper lashes, like however many coats you want to do. Let that dry completely. You can test like with your finger and just look to see if you have any mascara on your finger to make sure that your mascara is dry. And then you're just going to take a metal eyelash curler, heat it up with your blow dryer, and then you're just going to put it on your dried eyelashes with mascara on them. And just curl your lashes, like wait for the eyelash curler to cool down, and then you'll take it off of your lashes and you will have eyelashes that stay curled all day long until you go to wash your makeup off at the end of the day. Now, I know that this makeup trick is kind of controversial, and I will get a lot of people, if I talk about this trick in a makeup tutorial, or I've actually filmed a really in-depth tutorial on this makeup trick, and I'll link that video down below if you'd like to check that out and see the trick really broken down. But I'll have people like kind of hate on that trick just because they feel like it's really bad on your eyelashes, and people feel like all your lashes are gonna fall out, like all your eyelashes. But if you just do that trick correctly, you should have no issues. Like, I do that trick all the time, and as you guys can see, like, I have eyelashes. Like, my eyelashes aren't thin. I just feel like a lot of people don't like that trick just because most people tell you not to do that. So when the majority of people tell you not to do something and somebody tells you to do it, everybody is going to be against it. But I swear, if you have eyelashes that won't hold curl, this trick will seriously work for you. The key is to just make sure that the mascara is dried completely before you go to curl them with the eyelash curler, and also to make sure that you heat your metal eyelash curler up before you use it. When you heat the eyelash curler up, not only is it going to like help to set the curl into your lashes, but it makes your lashes like soft, and I don't know if this is the right word, but it makes them soft and like malleable, so that they can bend easily even though that they have mascara on them. It makes them like less brittle when they're heated up. Now, if you were to put mascara on your eyelashes, let it dry and not heat up the eyelash curler and stick it on your eyelashes, that could make them break off because your eyelashes are really brittle and not like soft from the warm like eyelash curler. I don't know if that makes sense what I'm saying to you guys. But yeah, that trick works awesome. I swear by it. I tell people about it all the time. And the people that have done that trick tell me how much it has worked for them and how it does keep their stick straight lashes curled all day long. So just don't knock it until you try it. So yeah, that is trick number 3. If you have a mascara mess up, so if you're putting on your mascara and you accidentally get it up here and you've already done your eyeshadow, or if you're putting mascara on your lower lashes and you get it like on your under eye area, instead of trying to go right then and get the mascara off, just let the mascara completely dry and then just take a Q-tip and you can kind of roll it forward, or just kind of go back and forth over the little mascara spot, and it will flake the mascara off. So I have done this makeup trick in a video before, but if you are doing an eyeshadow look that deals with glitter, or if you have eyeshadow that is going to have a lot of eyeshadow fallout, you can actually use Post-it notes. And it looks super silly, but you can take Post-it notes and just stick them here on your under eye area. And it will catch any eyeshadow fallout, or these are not wanting to stick on me today. But it will catch any eyeshadow fallout or like glitter fallout that you might have from your eyeshadow, like if you're doing a glittery eyeshadow look. And as you can see, like they take up a whole lot of area, so it's definitely going to keep the fallout from getting on your face. Now, like if I want a really sharp edge type of look, I like to use shadow shields, just because they're kind of rounded. But with Post-it notes, you could kind of do the same thing with them, and you could get like a crisp edge with it. I find that shadow shields work a little better for that if you're wanting to get like a sharp edge, because they kind of curve upwards and it just looks more flattering. But if you just mainly need something to keep fallout from getting on your face, Post-it notes are awesome. And because they're not super sticky, like they don't have a lot of adhesive, whenever you go to take it off, like it doesn't take off a lot of your makeup, which sometimes can be an issue with shadow shields pulling off too much foundation. So yeah, I highly recommend using Post-it notes for fallout. I know some people will cut up panty liners and use those for the under eye area, but honestly, Post-it notes work so much better because they're not as sticky as panty liners, and I don't know, it just seems kind of weird to put panty liners there, but I mean, there's nothing wrong with that if that's what you want to do. I just think that Post-it notes are so much easier and they don't mess up your makeup as much. This next makeup trick is a trick that I like to use when I want my makeup to last for a really long time throughout the day. And it's also a trick that will help to keep your foundation from getting splotchy when you go to put on your contour or bronzer or blush. But what I do is after I apply my foundation, concealer, set my foundation with setting powder, and after I set my under eye concealer, I will take a makeup setting spray, and my 3 favorites are the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray, the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Spray and Set Makeup Extender Spray, and the e.l.f. Mist and Set. I think that's what it's called. I don't have the other 2 currently to show you what they look like, but those are my 3 favorite makeup setting sprays. But after I get that done with my foundation and everything, then I'll just take the makeup setting spray and I will mist it all over my face. And then I will let that dry completely before I finish the rest of my makeup. Doing this will keep your foundation in place when you go to do your contour, bronzer, or blush. And it will keep it from getting splotchy. I've noticed that when I don't do this step with certain foundations that I use, my foundation can get splotchy when I go to blend out those products onto my face. And then once I get my makeup completely done, before I do my mascara, I will take my makeup setting spray again and mist it all over my face like one last time. Let that dry and then do my mascara, and my makeup will last all day long until I go to wash it off at the end of the day. So that's kind of like 2 tricks in one, to keep your makeup lasting all day and to also help your foundation from getting splotchy when you go to blend other products on top of it. This next makeup tip, if you have a hard time getting your makeup off at the end of the day, what I like to use is coconut oil. And coconut oil is amazing for removing waterproof mascara or just any type of like waterproof makeup if you have a hard time getting it off at the end of the day. So what I'll do is I'll get like probably about a tablespoon of coconut oil like in my hands, just rub it between my fingers. And this is before I've put water on my face, soap, or anything. And I'll just massage the coconut oil all over my face. Like I'll concentrate it like around my eye area because that's usually the place where it's like the hardest to get my makeup off, because you'll have like waterproof mascara or even just regular mascara can sometimes be hard to get off, your eyeliner and stuff like that. And then after I get the coconut oil all massaged into my face, then I will take whatever cleanser I'm using, like soap. I usually use a bar of Dove soap, and I'll just splash a little bit of water on my face, massage like my Dove soap into my face, and that will help to break up the rest of the makeup and also break up the oil. And then I'll just rinse my face off a couple of times to make sure I get all of the soap and oil off of my face. And then I'll go to pat my face dry and all of my makeup will be completely removed. And it's really gentle to use those 2 products together. So that is my makeup trick or tip for removing really hard to remove eye makeup or just makeup in general. And then my very last makeup tip is if you have a really hard time getting a super crisp edge for like liquid liner, like if you're trying to do a winged eyeliner look and you're having trouble getting your wings down, you can take some Scotch tape, and I'll just kind of demonstrate with a Post-it note, because you could use a Post-it note too. I just don't have Scotch tape in my room right now, but you can take the Scotch tape and put it at the corner of your eye like this, maybe not quite up that high. Just put it like this at the corner of your eye, and you can use that as a guide for your liquid liner to do your wing. So yeah, if you have a hard time freehanding it, you could do that. You could do it with the Post-it note, with Scotch tape. You could also do that with shadow shields. If you don't know what shadow shields are, I'll just link them down in the description box because I know I mentioned them whenever I was talking about the Post-it notes. But yeah, that is my last and final makeup tip. So I hope that you all found this video interesting and helpful. If you did, please let me know, like thumbs it up or let me know down in the comments. And maybe if you have like a makeup trick or like tip or something like that, like a makeup hack that you do that I didn't mention today that you think would be really helpful for people, leave it down in the comments. I would also be curious too to read what your different makeup tricks and tips are. So yeah, just leave them down there. If in the future I come up with a lot more makeup tricks, tips, or like hacks or whatever, I'll do another one of these videos for you all. But these are just my current tricks. Some of these makeup tricks I've done for a really long time, but like I said, I just thought it would be cool to do a video with all of them compiled into one. I hope that you guys have an awesome weekend, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye-bye, guys. Mwah.